My brothers, there's an activation happening for us in this moment to move more and more towards what we are here to do. Maybe it's obvious at this time in the world that we're not just here to make money or find a boyfriend or have a cute vacation somewhere, that there's something important for us to bring to the world, to reflect to the world. And because of this, we're being activated by all of the crumbling and the disillusion of everything that we may have believed was really solid. This activation for each of us will show up differently, depending on what phase of your journey you're in. The activation might be an activation of your shadows, where as more light comes into your system, where you say, yes, I am a beacon of light. I am here to bring forward a new consciousness on this earth. In order to do that, the light will shine on everywhere that there has been distortion, darkness, shadow, and especially around our relationship with our sexual energy. As is so obvious right now in the world, the collective sexual shadow is being mirrored. The distortions, perversions of sexual innocence, which we all have, that is one of the final places where we as a collective, as a culture, as society, have had our head in the sand. It is something I have not spoken about directly because I had been through my own process of moving through sexual abuse energy that had lived within me from experiences from my past. And we are collectively swimming in sexual abuse energy. It's everywhere around us. It's being revealed by the light. And so for many of us, this may be a time when looking at where within ourselves, without shame, without self-judgment or criticism, but looking within ourselves at where am I hiding? Where am I not looking at what my sexual shadow is? Where perhaps the church distorted my perception of my sexual innocence, where sexual trauma has lived within me that has been unfaced, where I've been taken over by a sexual energy that is working through me, that is using my sexual desires. And how can I find my way back to my own sexual innocence, my authentic sexual desire? This is a big theme, and one that can be very confusing because it's so slippery. We might look in one direction and then get confused or turned on, and then our focus gets shifted. We may be confused because we want to be sexually liberated. And so we believe, or we've been told, that sexual liberation means that any sexual desire you have is fine. And I'm not here to say that certain desires are right or wrong, but I am here to say that we know when we are in our sexual innocence, our authentic sexual energy, when there isn't fear, tension, or some sense that something else is driving us, often until we have an orgasm. And then, okay, that intense push of an energy that needed to fulfill something is complete. This was the way that I related to my sexual energy for a very long time, because distortions of my sexuality, of my sexual energy, were working through me. Distortions from the church that made me believe that my sexual desires were wrong. And also sexual energies that were moving through me from childhood sexual abuse. That energies are passed between us. And this is something that I know is my message to bring, and it's very edgy for me. I've been working towards speaking about this directly, because my ego has not wanted to be perceived as a guy that's here to talk about purity, or that I'm sex negative in some way, because neither of those things are what I'm here to talk about. But I do need to bring to light that there are energies that feed off of our desires that are not authentic to us, that are not organic to us. And so if you have felt sexual compulsions or aversions that you've been working with for a long time, I needed to wrangle my dog. If you have been working with sexual compulsions or aversions for a long time, I know it can be confusing, because you want to feel sexually liberated. You don't want to push down desires. As well, you don't want to be taken by those desires. So this is a time of seeing those things clearly. And we can do this by calling in the light of the divine, whatever you call that. The light of unconditional love, of the consciousness of the universe, of beauty, of truth, of God, of spirit, of source. And asking that your eyes be clearly focused on what is and isn't out of alignment in this area of your life. Not because you've done something wrong, but because this area, our sexual energy, is one of the last places that the light has been shown into. And that this is the time. This is the place within our own system that can repress our light, distort our perception of ourselves in the world and what we're here to do the most. So if you are witnessing what's happening in the collective, feeling disturbed by it, feeling activated by it, feeling like it's time for you to find your authentic sexual self, I want to offer a couple of things to you. One is right now, you may pause, put your hand on your heart and a hand on your belly, and offer over any energy that is not yours, that has influenced your relationship with your sexuality, that has influenced your relationship with your body, your desires, and the way you perceive yourself, that you send it back to where it came. The shame that was projected onto you as a homo, whether that's through the church or culture or family, that you send that shame back to where it came from. If there are other people's energy within your system that aren't for your highest good, send it back to where it came from with love. And you can also ask, as I was saying, the divine to help you see clearly. Where are things out of balance? And how can they be made right? This is personal for each individual. As you do this, you develop a deeper relationship with the divine and your guides, so that you're not just love and lighting over everything, but you are embracing your shadow, looking directly at it, not to be taken under by it or to judge it, but to let it transform through shining a light on it. Also, if you're listening to this before March 15th, I'm offering a Pay What You Can event, which is an energetic clearing of sexual shadows. You can find that information below. I'm going to be talking about our sexuality, sexual abuse, quite a bit more, because it's part of my calling. And it's what I wish I heard more gay men speaking about. I felt so alone in talking about sexual abuse. I felt very alone in trying to navigate my own authentic sexual expression and bringing my light into the world, and having this one area feel so out of balance. It kept me in a state of shame because I wasn't verbalizing it, because I believed that it was my fault that I had these distortions. It wasn't. And it wasn't your fault that you perhaps have distortions, misperceptions of your sexuality. So bless us all as we navigate these times of activation, of shining a light in the place that's held potentially the most darkness, and which has the most potential for freedom. As we shine a light in those shadows, we transmute it and it becomes more of our soul's light. We become more empowered because we're not hiding from anything. May that be the case for as many of us as possible, because you and I, we were made for these times. I hope we remember that with ease, and that we're easy on ourselves, and we call upon the light to help guide us. With so much love. I'll see you soon.